to do that. Linear inequality in two variables can be written like this, like this, like that, like that. A, B, and C are real numbers. The solution of an linear inequality, it should be inequality, in two variables is an ordered pair that makes the inequality true, right?
Yeah.
So you substitute the x value for the x, substitute the y value for the y, and if it makes a true statement, then you're good. Tell me if negative 1, 9 is a solution to that inequality. Not a solution. So this is your x, this is your y. 2 times negative 1 plus 9 is less than 3. We're questioning, is that true? Negative 2 plus 9 is less than negative 3. 7 is less than negative 3. Is that a true statement?
Not a true statement.
No. So no, negative 1 comma 9 is not a solution. Good? You guys good?
Yeah, I saw him today.
Okay. Alright, so we're good with that one? Okay, a graph of linear inequality, typo, in two variables shows all the solutions of the inequality on a coordinate plane. So not a line graph anymore, it's now the coordinate plane. Half plane are the two different regions that are created when the line divides the plane. And a plane is like two-dimensional, goes out forever and ever and ever. This is a plane, this is a plane, this is a plane, this is a plane. All right, a line that divides the plane is called the boundary. Just like if you have your yard and someone else's yard, the line that divides the yard is the boundary line. A boundary is described by writing the equation of line. So to find the boundary line, you pretend that the inequality is an equal sign and you solve. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do when graphing a linear inequality is to figure out what the boundary is. It's dashed if it's not part of the solution, and if it is part of the solution, what do you guys think? What kind of line? If it's a dashed line, do we do a solid line? Because when it's equal, it's a solid line, right? All right, and a dash line, this is a dash line, a line with a bunch of dashes.
Oh, I thought you meant a lighter line in the...
No. That's dashed. A bunch of dashes making a line. A solid line then would be what you have been doing. Okay, do you see the difference? All right, so steps to graph inequalities. First, determine if the boundary will be dotted or solid. How can you determine if it's dotted or solid?
It's inequality.
It's inequality. If it has the or equal to part, it is solid. And if it doesn't have it, it is dashed. And then your second step is to determine where the boundary will be. Change the inequality to an equal sign and solve. Okay? Graph it. Being very careful to do the dashed or solid. And then finally pick any point on either one of the half planes, substitute it in. If it makes a true statement, you shade the half plane that has that point. If it's a false statement, you shade the other half plane. And of course, 0, 0 is always the easiest, right? But if your boundary goes through 0, 0, choose another easy point, like 1, 1. Okay? or if it's a fraction, the denominator in something. Okay, it doesn't matter what point you choose, it's just letting you know what side's going to be shaded. Okay, so I'm going to do this one with you, okay? Step 1, is it going to be dashed or solid?
Dashed.
Step 2, I'm going to graph it. I'm going to change my inequality to an equal sign, and then I'm going to graph that. I only have one variable, so is this going to be a horizontal or a vertical line?
Vertical. Horizontal. Horizontal.
Which one?
Vertical? No, horizontal.
Why?
Oh,
Okay, so
when
vertical.
x equals it's y. It's the y.
Horizontal because it passes through.
Okay, so that is my boundary. Okay, you guys good? Now my next step is to pick an easy point on either one of the half planes. You can pick any point not on the dashed line. So 0, 0 would be the easiest. So if I'm picking a point 0, 0, 0 equals 0 is greater than 4. I put that in my original. Y is 0. Is 0 greater than 4?
Yes. No.
No. So this part down here is not shaded because this did not make a true statement. This part up here is shaded. And you can always check it if you want to. I see 0, 5. Y is 5. Is 5 greater than 4?
Yes.
Yes.
So your solution set is any point in this shaded region. Okay? And it goes up, of course, forever. Not on the dashed line. Everyone's cool with that?
Yes.
You do this one. It's going to be a solid line or dashed line?
Solid.
It's going to be a solid line. Second, we're going to turn this into an equal sign so we can get our boundary. In order to graph this equation, what form does it need to be in?
Ax plus by.
No.
Standard.
Nope.
X. Y equals something, I guess. No. Coordinates. No.
Oh, a point.
Point slope.
Points.
So it needs to be in what form? Generic form of an equation.
Points.
Not point slope because I don't have a point. Y-intercept. Y equals mx plus b. Oh my gosh.
Mine was y.
So I need to solve for y. Y equals 2x minus 4. I added 2x to both sides. Now I'm ready for my y-intercept. What is my y-intercept?
-4.
Okay, so I put a dot down here at -4. Now I'm going to use my slope, bless you, to figure out more points. So I'm going to go from here where to?
Up 2 over 1.
Up 2 over 1. I'm going to do it a few times so that...
Wait, but isn't that a negative slope?
Yeah, it's still a negative.
What are you talking about? This is a positive slope.
Exactly, but the way it's going isn't that negative?
Nope, I'm going
no,
up
it's
a hill.
going up. Okay, I see.
1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, and before I make my line, I double check to make sure, did I say it was supposed to be solid or did I say it was supposed to be dashed?
Solid.
Okay, and you do your line. And if you can't remember how to do a line, oh my gosh, you better figure it out quickly. Now I figure out which side I'm going to shade. So what do?
Choose a point.
Okay, what point am I going to choose?
1, 1. Or 0, 0.
I'm going to choose 0, 0 because it's the easiest one and it's not on my boundary. So y is 0, x is 0. 0 minus 2 times 0 is less than or equal to -4, question mark. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 less than or equal to -4, question mark. Is 0 less than or equal to 4, -4?
Yes.
No.
Oh my gosh. No. Here's another number line. This is 0. This is -4. Which one's to the further right?
-4.
No, Grace.
Which one's to the
Still
further
right.
right? This is your right hand.
0.
Thank you. So is
0.
0 less than -4?
No, wait.
No, it's greater than.
Greater than. Greater than.
So 0, 0 is not shaded. So that means the other half plane is shaded. So let x equal pounds, apples bought. Let y equal pounds, grapes bought. If you did yours opposite, your graph would just be opposite. You just have to be careful when you're grading. Now I'm going to do my labeling. X-axis is apples. Pounds of apples. This is a pound sign, by the way, Lazy Girl's pound sign. This is grapes. And this is I love fruit. Sally.
Can I just put I love food in my stomach?
Fine.
You want food in
All right, so I have to have an equation. I could spend at most $10. So I'm going to put a $10 on this side. And this is actually going to be how much I actually spend. What I actually spend has to be what compared to the $10 in my pocket?
Less than
Or?
equal to.
Less than or equal to. And how, write an equation for how I'm going to figure out how much I spend?
Y.
Wait.
How much money did I spend on grapes?
2.5
2.5
Times.
Y.
y.
2.5 Y plus X.
1 x. Oh yeah.
X.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right. Okay, so now you have this. Figure out your boundary.
So I see.
Okay, get it? What's your y-intercept?
Your y-intercept is 4.
4.
What's your x-intercept?
1 2.5 x.
What is it?
My x-intercept is negative 1 over 2.5.
Negative.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Negative.
X-intercept occurs when y equals 0. If y is 0, 0 plus x equals 10.
Oh.
What is your x-intercept?
10.
10.
I have x
So-
over 2.5.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I did that.
Because my coefficient of my x ended up a fraction, I felt that it was easier just to find my x and y intercept. Is this going to be a dotted line or a dashed line?
Solid.
Thank you. I said the same thing twice, didn't I? And am I going to shade below the half plane or above the half plane? 0 plus 0 is less than or equal to 10. Is that a true statement?
No.
Wait.
Oh my gosh!
Great.
Wait.
Is 0 less than
Yes,
10?
yes, yes, yes.
Alright.